Assalamualaikum. Today, me and my friend going to present human-computer interaction exercise 4.
Thank you, Dayan, for the introduction. So, my name is Muhammad Aziz bin Muhammad Jibaruddin. My nomenclature is F1050. Scenario 1. I'm a part of the human team tasked with creating a new educational software platform. The software aims to enhance the learning experience for students and streamline costs. The platform will include features such as interactive course material quizzes, discussion forums, and first question, define interaction design based on scenario given. Focus on creating an engaging, intuitive, and effective experience for both students and educators using the platform. The platform also allows teachers to create and share quizzes, and students to participate in these quizzes in a fun and interactive way. Okay, so for my base on the interaction design, we're going to make the platform fun and interactive for attract student attention to focus. Describe the software development process related to interactive system design. Okay, there's 4 steps. First step is requirement gathering. Understand what student teacher needs and talk to them. This is important because we need to know what student and teacher need for the platform. And next, for the next steps, user research and design. Means to understand their behavior, plan the layout and flow of the app. This is important because we need to know what the student like and don't like, and what teacher like and don't like. Next step is prototyping, creating a working model, test the design and make improvement. And last step is implementation and deployment. Make sure the apps work smoothly and create and enjoy usability engineering. Focus on ensuring that the product is easy and enjoyable to use. Ensure that the platform is intuitive, accessible, and enjoyable. And for iterative design, continuously improve through cycle of testing, feedback, and refinement. Become more intuitive, effective, and identify the standard and guidelines of design rules. Okay, standards. Ensure that UI elements behave the same across the platform, providing a predictable experience. Okay, for this thing is whenever you go to the other page and return back to the page, the elements still on the exactly same place. So, user won't be confused with the design. The next is guide the lines. Provide easy access to help and documentation within the app, including text, tutorials, and support options. Okay, this is really help beginners who doesn't know about the principle to support usability in interactive system design. Learnability. The software should have a clean and simple interface to allow users to understand quickly, providing new user with guided tool or interactive tutorials. Next, flexibility. Software should be flexible enough to be used on various devices, this allowing users to access the platform wherever they are. Okay, for example, students right now have a lot of devices on their hand. For example, laptop, phone, or tablet. So, with this flexibility, they can access everywhere and any device they want. The next one is robustness. The platform should be reliable with minimal downtime or technical issue. This ensures user can trust the platform. Describe syndrome and code rules of interface design. For the first one, strive for consistency. It helps users learn the interface more quickly. Number 2, enable frequent users to use shortcuts, help users to speed up their workflow. Number 3, offer informative feedback. Inform users about the result of their actions. Number 4, design dialogues to yield closure. Provide users with a clear ending to their tasks. Number 5, prevent error by offering clear instruction and feedback. Number 6, permit easy reversal of action. Help users correct error when they make it. Number 7, support internal locus of control. Give user control over their interaction and action. Number 8, reduce short-term memory load. Using clear labels, instruction, and is a process-oriented design rationale. Ensuring ensures that design procedures are consistently followed across projects to maintain quality. Next, design space analysis. Examine different use cases and scenarios to identify suitable design solution. So with the feedback from the user, we can identify the best scenario to find the design solution. And lastly, psychology design rationale. Ensuring the design is intuitive and minimize user frustration. Okay, if the design is messed up and scattered, this can make user lost interest to our platform. So, by making the design simple and clean, it can attract students to play it.
Thank you, Afiq, for your explanation. Hi, my name is Siti Ruzana binti Rahman and my metric number is F1065. So, I'm going to present about the scenario that I got, which is scenario 2. In this scenario, my team and I have to develop a new e-commercial website that can encourage repeat business and customer satisfaction for a growing retail company. First, what is the definition of interaction design based on scenario 2? Interaction design in this scenario means about create a engaging and memorable website for users or customer for them to do their tasks like browsing, selecting and purchasing the product to make sure they can easily navigate the web and complete their transaction efficiently. Next is the software development process that related to interactive system design that we will develop in this scenario. Before we start to create an interactive design, we must know what things that are required in our software development. In this case, we can get the information by interviewing regular customer and ask them what are they prefer and require if we make a e-commerce website. We also can videotaping them to make as references while developing the website. Next is analysis. In this process, we have to bring up the key issues and communicate with latest stages of design. After that in design process, we have to design the website by follow the rules, guidelines and design principles. This is to make sure the design that we want to develop is user-friendly. After that is iteration and prototyping process. This process is about evaluate the website design. It is to update the errors and make the website that we want to develop is meet all the requirements. Lastly, after the website already meet all the requirements, it is the time for implementation and deployment process, which is in this process we can create and deploy the website. Next, usability engineering and iterative design. Usability engineering. Usability engineering is about designing and improving the website to make sure it is user-friendly, effective, and fulfills user needs. This is to provide a smooth shopping experience for user while they using the website, even can reduce user frustration and increase user satisfaction. Iterative design. Iterative design is a standard mechanism for improving design. Besides that, it also known as cyclical process where the website is continuously improved by design, implement, and evaluate the design until it meets all the requirements. For example, enhancing it in response to user feedback, testing, and changing requirements. This is the standards and guidelines of design rules in scenario 2. First, standards. One of the standards in this scenario is search features, categories, and menus should be simple to navigate and understand. For example, we can display main categories in a horizontal or vertical menu. This is to make sure the users are easy to search the category in this website. Next one is guideline. One of the guideline in this scenario is organize products into easily navigable categories and subcategories. For example, use drop-downs or expandable menus for detailed browsing. This guideline is to make the website more organized and easy for users to use. Next slide is about principles to support usability in interactive system design. First, learnability. Learnability is to make the web is simple to understand and use for new users. In details, a well-designed web should make it easy for users to find products, navigate, and finish purchases with minimal trouble. Next one is flexibility. Flexibility is about maintain functionality and performance while accepting different user needs, preferences, and context. For example, based on this scenario, it allows users to set preferences for product recommendation based on their interest, past purchase, or browsing history. And the last one is robustness. Robustness can help to create a dependable and fulfilling shopping experience that encourage customer loyalty and trust. The next one is about Schneiderman's 8 golden rules of interface design. The first rule is about strive for consistency. In this rule, it means we have to make sure the use of visual layout and icons of the website is consistent. It is to avoid user from confused while using the website. The second one is enable frequent users to use shortcut. For example, we can provide keyboard shortcut for desktop users. The third one is offer informative feedback. For example, we can provide feedback for every user actions in the website. The fourth one is design dialogues to yield closure. For example, we can provide clear message for user after they complete purchase the product that they already bought. The fifth one is offer error prevention and simple error handling. For example, we can provide clear instruction to user for them to handle the error that they face. 6. Permit easy reversal of action. This rule is allow users to return back if they make mistake while they purchasing the product. 7 is about support internal locus of control. For example, we can provide sense of control over users' actions and decisions so that user is in control while using the website. And the 8, reduce short-term memory load. In this rule, it provides simple design of interface and provide guidance for first-time user. This is to make sure them more easy to use the website for the first time. The last one is about design rationale. First, process-oriented design rationale. It is about developing the e-commerce website with a full understanding of the user's path and various processes that they occur during the purchasing process. The next one is design space analysis. It is about exploring and evaluating the various design options and solutions to create an optimal user experience. And the last one is about psychological design rationale. It is about utilizing psychological concepts to improve user satisfaction, engagement, and experience.
Thank you, Roziana, for explaining scenario 2. Back to me again. My name is Muhammad Daniel bin Najimuddin, Cut Matrix F1052, and right now I'm going to explain scenario 3. On this slide, we're focusing on interaction design for our healthcare mobile apps. The primary goal is to ensure a seamless and intuitive user experience. There are 4 key considerations. First, clear and concise navigation. We aim to make the app easy to use with a straightforward menu structure that guide user to their desired features effortlessly. Number 2. Consistent visual design. A cohesive visual language will be used to create a familiar and user-friendly environment throughout the app. Third, personalized user experience. The app will adapt to individual preferences and needs, enhancing usability and engagement. Fourth, accessibility features. We will incorporate options for color contrast, font size, and audio output to ensure the app is inclusive for all users. Moving on the software development process. It is closely tied to the interactive system design and follow 4 key stages. First, discovery and planning. This is where we get the requirements from stakeholders and create a high-level design. Second, interactive development. Features are developed in short cycles, allowing for continuous user feedback and testing. And then, testing and evaluation. Rigorous testing is conducted to identify and address any issues, ensuring a high-quality product. Lastly, deployment and maintenance. Finally, the app is launched, and ongoing support is provided through updates and improvements. Second slides, we focus on 2 critical aspects for our design process, which is usability engineering and interactive design. Starting with usability engineering, user research is conducted to gain insights into user needs and behaviors, ensuring the app aligns with what users truly require. Second, usability testing follows, where we evaluate the app effectiveness by testing it with real users to identify any areas for improvement. Moving on to interactive design, planning is the first step where we define the goals and scope for each iteration. We then move into designing, where we create prototypes or mockups to visualize the concept. Next is building, where these designs are implemented into the actual app. This is followed by testing, where the outcome is evaluated and feedback is gathered. Finally, we enter the iterating phase, where we refine the design based on the feedback, repeating the cycles until the design is optimized. This structured approach ensures that our app is both user-centered and continuously improved through ongoing iteration. This slide emphasizes the importance of adhering to standards and guidelines in design to ensure consistency, accessibility, and user satisfaction. Key standards include WCAG, which is Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. These guidelines help make web content accessible to people with disabilities, ensuring inclusivity. Material design. This is Google Design Language, which provides a consistent and intuitive experience across Android and web applications. Human Interface Guidelines. Apple Design Guidelines for iOS and macOS, ensuring a seamless and familiar experience for Apple users. ISO 9241. This is an international standard focused on ergonomics, guiding the design of interactive systems to enhance user comfort and productivity. Adhering to these standards is crucial in creating a well-designed, user-friendly app. This slide highlights 3 key attributes that are crucial for our app design: learnability, flexibility, and robustness. Learnability emphasizes that our app should be easy to learn and understand, ensuring users can quickly get up to speed. Flexibility refers to the app's ability to accommodate different user needs and preferences, providing a more personalized experience. Lastly, robustness is about ensuring the app is reliable and resilient to errors, offering a stable and trustworthy platform. Describe Schneiderman's 8 golden rules of interface design. First, strive for consistency. Maintain a consistent visual language and interaction patterns. Second, enable frequent users to use shortcuts. Provide shortcuts and customization options. Third, offer informative feedback. Provide clear and timely feedback to users. Fourth, design dialogues to yield closure. Provide a clear sense of completion after each interaction. Fifth, prevent errors. Design the interface to minimize errors and provide clear recovery options. Sixth, permit easy reversal of action. Allow users to undo action if necessary. 7. Support internal consistency. Maintain consistency within the app's design. Last one, 8. Help users recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors. Provide clear error message and guidance. This slide outlines 3 approaches to design rationale, which are essential in guiding our decision-making process. Process-oriented design rationale focus on the design process itself, ensuring that every decision is backed by solid reasoning. Design space analysis examines the range of possible design solutions, helping us understand the trade-off involved in each option. Finally, psychological design rationale considers the cognitive and emotional aspect of user interaction, ensuring the design is user-friendly and emotionally engaging. These approaches help us create a well-rounded and thoughtful design.
Thank you, Dayan, for your elaboration. And hi, my name is Rohandi binti Abdul Razak, and my metric number is F1154. I am going to explain in details about scenario 4. The first one is about define interaction design based on the scenario and my scenario about I am part of the team tasked with creating an interactive exhibit for a museum that can give educational to all the visitors. As you know, interaction design is creating interventions using web or physical device, but this is the general definition of it. Let's explore more about the definition about scenario 4. Based on the scenario, it's about creating engaging and user-friendly experiences to visitors. The design also interactive features that will help visitors learn about artifacts, daily life, cultural practices, and hands-on way. This could include physical replicas or audio guides. The second one is describe the software development process. The first is requirement, what is wanted. It means understanding the context and identify the target audience, their needs, and how they will interact with the exhibit. For a museum, this includes considering various age, backgrounds, and level on how they know about technology. The second one is analysis. It means determine more details about the goals and how I want to execute the plan. The third is design. It means you're designing a design you want to create. The fourth is iteration and prototyping, which is you create prototypes such as digital mockup or storyboards about the exhibit to make visitors more understand. The last one is implementation and deployment. It means execute all the plan to ensure the exhibit is educational and also make the user satisfaction. Move to the next slide, usability engineering and interactive design concept. Usability engineering, product that are efficient to use and provide satisfying experience for user. It involves understanding user, their goals and their context in which they use the product. In the context of the museum exhibit, this concept ensures that visitor can communicate with the exhibit system in order to catch all the information and educational experience without feel unsureness. The second one is interactive design. It's a way for improving design divided by 3, which is design, implementation, and testing it. Instead of designing a perfect design at a time, repetitive design allows for continual improvement based on users' feedback. For the museum exhibits, this means there's an interactive system are tested with real users and their feedback is used to make improvement to get a perfect final product. The next slide is identify the standards and guidelines of design rules. The first one is ISO 9241/210. These standards provides guidelines for human-centered design, emphasizing the importance of understanding user, involving them in the design process and refining the design. The second one is Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. Although primary for web contents, these guidelines are relevant in ensuring that the exhibit is accessible to visitors with disabilities. All these guidelines to ensure all the project is follow the rules from the government. Next, principle to support usability in interactive system design based on the scenario. Firstly, learn abilities. The ease with new user can achieve effective interaction with the system. This means the visitor can understand how to interact easily because this is to ensuring the exhibit is easy and enjoyable. The second one is flexibility. This means ability to the user and system exchange information. For the exhibit, it providing multiple ways to interact with the content. The last one is robustness. This means the support to user in determining successful achievement of goal. In the museum context, the interactive system should be durable, reliable, and able to recover from mistakes or actions by user because the exhibit should work well and handle error smoothly to ensuring a positive experience for all visitors. Move to the next slide. Describe Schneiderman at golden rules of interface design. Number 1 is 3 for consistency. It means ensure that all the interactive have consistent look like navigation buttons. Number 2 is enable frequent user to use shortcuts. It means provide options for more experiences. Number 3 is offer informative feedback. It means every interaction should provide intermediate and clear feedback. The fourth one is design dialogues to yield closure. It means at each interaction or sequence within the exhibit should have a clear beginning. The fifth is prevent error. It means system could provide an easy way to undo the actions or guide them back to the correct path without confusion. The sixth one is permit easy reversal of actions, allow visitor to easily go back to previous screen or interaction if they change their mind. The seventh one is support internal consistency. It means visitors should feel in control of their experience. And the last one is help user recognize, diagnose, and recover from errors. It means keep the amount of information visitors need to remember all anytime to a minimum. Move to the last slide. The first one is process-oriented design rationale. It means approach the decision-making during the design process, explaining why certain choices were chosen, helps the team to remember the reason behind these decisions, and it's also easier to refine the exhibit in the future. And the second one is design space analysis. It means method to explore design options before deciding. It helps in understanding the pros and cons different choices and how they will impact the final design. For the exhibit explanation, this means exploring different options, physical replicas and audio guides. And the last one is psychological design rationale. This focuses on how design decisions affect users' behavior. It ensures that the design is not only functional but also engaging and emotionally impactful for users, such as memorable, ensuring visitors leave with a strong connection to the content. That's all the elaboration from scenario 4, and I pass the presentation to my friend.
Thank you Rohani for the explanation scenario 4. Hi, my name Muhammad Anik Afi bin Nazli, matrix number F1101. Today I'm going to talk you through the process of developing a new social media platform aimed at fostering community engagement and connecting people with similar interests. Our goal is to build a user-friendly, scalable and secure platform that engages social interaction and content sharing. Let's start with interaction design. Interaction design is critical because it focuses on creating a seamless, intuitive and engaging experience for users as they interact with our platform. This involves designing user interface, feedback mechanism and workflows. For example, how users will manage their profiles, post updates, share media and participate in discussion. The objective is to ensure that users can navigate the platform easily and find value in its features. Next, we move on to the software development process, specifically related to interactive system design. The process starts with requirement gathering, where we understand what our user need. This is followed by analysis, where we organize the data we've collected. Then comes the design phase, where these requirements are translated into a concrete design. Iteration and prototyping are crucial at this stage to refine the design based on user feedback. Finally, we implement and deploy the platform, ensuring it meets the desired functionality and user experience. Usability engineering is about understanding and addressing the needs, preference and limitation of our users. It involves applying principles such as consistency and providing feedback to the design. We also evaluate the platform with real users to identify any issues and gather feedback. This ensures that the platform supports their tasks effectively. Interactive design is a process of continuous refinement. Through cycle of prototyping, testing and feedback, we improve the platform over time. This approach is vital because it's unlikely we will achieve a perfect design on the first try. Each iteration helps us identify and fix usability issues, leading to a better product. When designing, it's essential to follow design rules, which include principles, guidelines and standards. Principles are abstract guidelines like the interface should be easy to navigate. Guidelines offer more specific advice on achieving these principles, although they may sometimes conflict and require a theoretical understanding to resolve. Standards, on the other hand, are specific measurable rules, such as links should be highlighted in blue, which ensure consistency across the platform. Learnability is about making the system easy for new users to learn, so they can start interacting effectively without extensive training. Flexibility is also crucial. It should support multiple ways for users to interact, accommodating different preferences and contexts. The platform should be robust, meaning it provides feedback to users, allows for error recovery and supports them in achieving their goals. To guide our design, we follow Slenderman's 8 golden rules. Number 1. Strive the consistency. Consistent design makes the interface more predictable. Number 2. Enable frequent users to use shortcuts. It will provide accelerators for frequent users. Number 3. Offer informative feedback. It will give appropriate feedback for every user action. Number 4. Design dialogues to yield closure. It will ensure the action have a beginning, middle and end. Number 5. Offer error prevention and simple error handling. It will minimize the possibility of errors. Number 6. Permit easy reversal of action. It will allow users to undo action easily. Number 7. Support an internal locus of control. Users should feel in control of interface. Number 8. Reduce short-term memory load. It will avoid requiring users to remember information across different screens. Lastly, we have the process-oriented and physiological design rationale. Process-oriented design rationale involves documenting the decision-making process during design, preserving the order of deliberation and choice made. This helps us understand the reasoning behind each design decision. On the other hand, physiological design rationale focus on how design decisions impact users' behavior. It involves using design space analysis, a structured approach that organizes design alternative and decision, guiding us to make better choice. That's all. Thank you for your time and attention.